Yo, come on, come all, nothing but love, nothing but respect. You know what we do, what we don't, what we is, what we isn't, and what we is here today for My Hero Academia. And it is a little bit crazy to say this out loud, in my opinion, but woo! We are going through chapters 336 to 340 of My Hero Academia because I'm 5 chapters behind, and we're going to be getting up to date today. So, without wasting any more time, we're picking up on chapter 336, My Hero Academia. We've got a nice color spread here where it looks like we've got what I'm assuming is all of class 1, or a lot of class 1A, or not even all of class 1A actually. We've got a fair few people here, and it looks like this is in relation to the My Hero Academia movie that came out, considering we see the main character from the movie. But it looks like this is all the spirit animals of all the, some of the 1A class. So this is interesting. But we're going to get straight into it. Picking up where we left off with Bakugo and Deku clashing around. You may hear my cat in the background. He's doing his thing this morning. Endeavor taught us that build up and release stuff, but I ain't settling for just one blast. I'm saving up beads of sweat for a barrage of booms all at once. That's what powers my new cluster upgrade. That's what powers my new cluster upgrade, and gives a big boost to every move I've got. It takes a while to heat up enough though, hence the winter costume. Overheating drains me fast, so it's a choice I gotta make. Todoroki is also trying something different. Yeah, what's he doing there? Still figuring it out. I think I can control my left side just as well as my right now. In order to achieve a body even Dabby can't burn, left and right, my entire body is one. They're saying this is going to be all out war or whatever, but aren't the top two bad guys kind of on the ropes now? Plus, we got Giganta Machina tied down and snoozing, right? Can't we make quick work of those villains once we found them? There are 3 reasons why that ain't the case. 3 whole reasons? Yo, bruh, you need to stop frying your brain, man. It's bad for your life. First, finding them all is unlikely. Sure, the good guys found the Nomu Hangar Shigaraki's hideout and all those secret labs. But no one's ever tracked down the big bad himself, ever since he lost to All Might. Fuck. Yo, okay, I'm rocking with that. I'm rocking with the vision on this one. Old Nutsack Face is the world champ at hide and seek. Yo, that is actually hilarious. Reason 2. Shigaraki's body wasn't even complete last time. While this time, our own forces have thinned to half their former numbers. And third, they're the ones with the fingers on the trigger. Even if we might have lost that search quirk in the battle against the UA, they still get to make the opening move. And that's why our side's calling up every able body. We got sheer numbers will give us a chance. If nothing else, maybe we can steer them in order to influence their next moves. I'd better rejoin the search too. Don't you mean we had better? You know, an Afro Deku there's looking all kinds of goofy. Right, we on that note. Think I can go for a quick stroll? I don't see why not. Relations between the hero corps and the evacuees have grown warmer since Uraraka's stirring speech. I guess, even with his back against the wall, All For One's still got that grin on his face. It's been over a month since I last read My Hero Academia. I almost forgot where the last chapter sort of left off. Fucking hell. Ever since all this stuff in Gunga and Jaku, you've been down in the dumps. I mean, we all felt that way, but still. You don't have a choice. Another order just came in from him. Don't worry, this is just like always. Even if they intercept the message and it's in code, they'll just think it's communication between civilians. And no security cameras will catch us in this spot, right? It's fine. Yes, just fine. I had to wonder why you haven't smiled once since Midoriya came back to us. I was just worried. Everything leading up to Kamino, you always pulled off just what All for One asked. There's more than one? The fuck? Fail now and he'll kill us. You know that, Yuga. Oh. No, she's not the snitch. She's... From nearly the moment you started school here, you've honoured his every request. You even provided him the forest training camp location and nobody was ever the wiser. Mama, Papa, but you must know we never wanted any of this. And yet, it's too late to turn back. You gotta be kidding me. It can't be true. Ayama? All this time? Yo! I thought it would... You fucking duped me. Horikoshi, you fucking duped me. We only ever wanted to give you a shot at happiness in life. You want to be the same as the others, right, Yuga? Yeah, because being different is scary. You had no quirk to call your own, so we just wanted to help you fit in. So you could chase your dream like the rest of them. We never would have done it if we'd known how this would play out. We never would have had All for One give you a quirk. But we're in too deep now. Now that he has this hold over us, there's no running from All for One. I've got to find someone. A teacher, anyone. I've endured so much heartache. I had to play my part, right, to avoid suspicion. Always putting on a brave face to smother my guilty conscience. When All for One was finally called at Camino, for a moment I mistakenly let myself believe that just maybe I was free to have true friends and put an end to my acting. Oh, Yuga, please forgive us. Forgive your loving parents for being such fools. Mama, Papa, I only wanted to protect you. I cannot let him kill you. Yuga, please, we're begging you. You have to save us, Yuga. Oh. Yo, he snitched! He snitched, didn't he? You have to save us, Yuga. Russell. Yeah, and the mum turns around, freaking fuming. Hagakure just told me what she heard. The traitor is in our midst. Is you, Ayama. What nonsense. How ridiculous. The girl must have misheard. Midoriya. Oh, Midoriya. I was always the one who couldn't say a word to you. In that moment, only I was silent. Ayama, Stop, I can't take it, not from you. You've been looking so gloomy lately, only you. I thought something must be wrong, so I came looking for you out here. Yes, only me. I always wanted to feel equal. At USJ. Yuga, no. Then in the forest, each time I led them to us. Do you hear me, Midoriya? I am a despicable villain. Yo, come on. That is actually messed up. Friends to spare, huh? Aren't we screwed if one of your friends gets caught? Not in the least. Say your 100 yen lighting fizzles out. What would you do? When my friends succeed, I rejoice. Should they fail, I think, oh, what a shame. And after that brief disappointment, I set move on the next viable route for my plan. Yo. You're less like friends and more like disposable tools. And I say hip hip hooray for any slight excitement that they can inflict. Run away, Yuga. Hold on. Mama, Papa, my being quirkless caused you no small amount of dismay. Both of you came from wealthy, privileged families and never wanted for anything in your own upbringing. And the two of you fretted over my being different from the other children even more than I did. That's why hoping against all hope, and wishing only for my happiness. They say he can give quirks to others. You dared to believe a dubious rumour. I suffered at the hands of my new quirk, which was a poor fit for my body. While you, Mama and Papa, grappled with your own angst as you raised me, because you so feared my being different. My own dreams sprang from that desire to conform. Yes, at some point, I hope to give back as you had done so much for me. So you will be attending UA? They say All Might has been hired to teach at the school, acting in service of others. Inform me when your class is going to be isolated. In pursuit of their happiness, giving off myself for everyone else's sake. Tell me the location of your training camp. Now that Izuku Midoriya has returned to UA, lure him somewhere alone. That note you left. When I learned that, like me, you were born quirkless, I fell into utter despair. Quit it, Ayama. Naval, one for all. Oh shit! Laser. My body lets me reflect light. Yo! Coming in clutch! We could have been killed time after time. And now all of Japan is like totally messed up. Oh shit, so when she reflects light, she starts to become slightly visible. Yo, we actually get to see what Invisible Girl looks like. That was going through your head this whole time in school with us. Living in dorms with us even. Well, say something, Gayama. You have it wrong. Our dear Yuga only ever... Listen, Ayama. Hagukiri. Just did you a favor. She doesn't want you hurting anyone else, okay? Come on, enough. Let's stop this. Just let this be over. I got the gist. He gave the boy a quirk and took control of the family. Yo, and All Might's in absolute despair there. Even the principal. The quirk was granted about a decade ago. The fact that the kid's sitting here in one piece tells us that he's not rigged to blow in case of betrayal, the way Nort was. May I ask you children to leave the room? No, you may not. This makes no friggin' sense. What were you planning if Hagaraki hadn't caught you? Come on, Ayama, tell us it's all bullcrap, dude. Another one of us who started out quirkless. Small world, huh? So, I mean, it was supposed to be 1 in 10, wasn't it? Didn't have a quirk, so, I mean, goddamn. Sadly, we're still struggling to restore law and order. So you need to tell us every last thing you know about All for One. We know nothing. He makes his requests and we obey, that's all. Should we fail, he'll kill us. If we lie to him, we're dead. Kill you how? He gave us a demonstration. Of what happens to those who defy him. It was some lackey who surrendered to the police. They were killed soon after leaving prison, so they couldn't escape him. Whenever we run, he'll find us and make us face our doom. Yuga had no way of knowing what would happen. Each time he followed those orders. We only knew that he mustn't fall under suspicion. We're the ones to blame. What's going through your head this whole time in school with us? Your deaths could very well have been on my head, and yet I found myself smiling along you all, as if we were truly friends. Then we learned Midoriya was also once quirkless, yet he faces a crushing task that is standing up to All for One. I despaired when I realized how pathetic I am compared to him. Rather than express concern for Midoriya, I wallowed in my own misery, which sent me spiraling even deeper. To the core, I'm rotten. I, Yugayama, am a villain through and through. Oh yeah? Then why did you try to save Kachan and Tokiyami back in the forest? And the cheese you left me that night. Did All for One order you to do that too, huh? Cheese pieces, I know. Of course not. I'm kicking myself for not realizing that was your SOS to me. And the reason you're bawling your eyes out now clearly isn't because you failed all for one. I happen to know a hero who got manipulated by him, but even she didn't sell her whole soul. Her spirit was crushed, that's all. Midoriya, kid. If I had known, maybe things would have worked out differently. Doing wrong doesn't make you a villain for the rest of your life. Take my hand, Ayama. If nothing else, maybe we can steer them. Deku, I get it now. Can you still be a hero? Yo. How have I missed these chapters? This is actually so... this would have been crazy week to week. Alright. Chapter 338. The story of how we all became heroes. Part 1. Not so fast, Midoriya. Sansa, go ahead and gag young Ayama. And no, there will be no hand-holding. He's in police custody. Regardless of any extenuating circumstances, the fact remains that he conspired with All For One. Furthermore, we can't be sure he's not booby-trapped like Nagant. Though it may seem that he's safe and in the clear, until Central Hospital can run a full analysis, it's unwise to let the boys speak another word. Mrs. and Mr. Ayama, why didn't you inform All For One about our raid in Camino? We never had a way to reach out to him. We only had communication when he came to us. Probably so that he couldn't be tracked down in case you were caught. Detective Tsukachi. We can't find All For One. That's the current situation, right? Oh. They still get to make the opening move. That's why our side is calling up every available body. We got sheer numbers will give us a fighting chance. If nothing else, maybe we can steer the way the villains join the fight. And everyone snaps. Oh, sure. Looking at it from another angle, as of now, there's only one reason. Why? Why would they turn to me? Deceive All For One. Who could possibly? When I am a despicable villain. Hold up. Slow your roll, kiddos. Jumping the gun much? A crime's a crime. And I still hate to say it, but you bunch are the biggest victims here. Can you really trust this guy now? That is all in the past. Yo. Dudes are ready to forgive and forget. The responsibility also lies with us for being unable to perceive what lay under his heart, which is precisely why when we witness our classmate weeping in despair, our urge is to reach out to him as a friend, to allow him to take our hand, because that is the only way we can once again make him our equal, our peer. The crap I went through because of him, 5 good blasts of my howitzer should make us even. A little extreme, don't you think? That's right. Ayama, you thought you were helpless against All For One, yeah? That's why you obeyed. But things have changed. You tried to get your folks to put an end to this bad deal, didn't you? When we went to grab Midoriya off the streets, did a single one of us give him crap for being quirkless at one point? Did we hold it against the dude for keeping that secret, for holding back those tears? Ayama, we can still stand strong together. Sorry to break up the excitement, but in terms of the Ayama family cooperating with our search, they've already told us that All For One won't believe any lies. I understand how you all must feel, but let's keep a cool head about this. Midoriya? Did you have a concrete plan in mind? Not really. Sheesh, didn't think so. Detective Tsukachi. I didn't see through the ruse either, so I'm responsible too. That said, I feel the same way the kids do. Aizawa? Ayama, I still have no intention of expelling you. As Class A's homeroom teacher, I have an idea. Detective, cover the Ayama family's ears for a minute. Yeah, so everyone... Okay, so we're getting a hidden plan, which means this plan's not going to fail. We'll need to inspect each and every location. It all depends on him. It certainly seems feasible. It may be worth a try, Sansa. I'd like to continue this back at HQ. The rest of you keep all this in the strictest confidence. Got it? Ayama. We'd better prepare. I must do something about my costume, since it was torn to pieces. Same here. I'll it'll work, yeah? This will bring him down. Yeah, yo, so they're getting ready to take on All For One. To prepare for the upcoming battle, to leave nothing to chance, I need to repair some key equipment. Deja vu. Oof, that hurt. Hey there, it's been forever, Midoriya. Yo, that's a yeah, that's character development. Getting titties to the face and not flinching. He's just looking at dead in the eyes, just like, I'm ready. Yeah, let's go. Chapter 339. How's it hanging? And what can I do for you two? My danger sense didn't activate. I was caught off guard. Caught unaware by the by the bosom? Hatsume. You have to... We have to come to you today to request costume repairs. Why not put in a request to the item agency like usual? The agencies are, well, there's been disruption to the typical exchange of goods and services these days. We now need to rely on the support course. You don't say. Well, that makes sense. Don't tell me. Oh my god, she's going crazy. If she's clueless about the state of the world. Oh my god! Yo, she just hasn't left her lab. She's got no idea what's going on. Cough, cough. Hatsume, I swear, what is it with you and explosions? Costume repairs? Come in. Yo, and the lab is kind of all over the shop. Things are a bit different here. I'm in charge of R&D for the UA barrier. Maintenance too, once each part is up and running. Mid gauntlets, the latest in compression tech. These were prototypes from overseas, so I can't restock. Think you can fix them for me? Is this a rush job? You bet it is. No can do, sorry. With that level of damage, I'll need to remake them basically from scratch, and we lack the condenium for the compression mechanism, so no can do. Walking away at the speed of nope. Yeah. Hatsumi, what about my armor? Without the spec docs, no can do. How frank. Don't sweat it. We can make what you need. We're in Hatsumi's class. Thank you. We're in your debt. How curious though. Hatsumi takes to tinkering like a fish to water, so I assume she would offer us aid. What are you working on? The evac shelter blocks. They're blasting off. Cool. I enlisted Hatsume to help improve the defenses. She's busy concocting new mechanisms in case of mass evacuation. Like I alluded to before, her zeal and inventive mind put her in a league of her own. Even a perfect A+ idea could drop in an A- in a flash. When I think up a new baby, I gotta raise it right. That's some wisdom from me. Hatsume's words of wisdom. Yo, she's snapping. She's got the Doflamingo laugh. Yo, I love her. She's fucking crazy. I get it. No wonder you're paying no mind to the outside world. You're laser focused on your beloved inventions. You're pretty amazing, Hatsume. Don't be dense, Midoriya. As dense as high density polyethylene. Excuse me, I don't get it. Of course I'm aware of the nasty predicament you heroes are facing out there. We may not be fighters, but just like how you guys are trying every trick in the book to protect as many people as possible, we're tackling it in our own way, inventing stuff. Is how the support course does heroics. Wow, Hatsu. Yeah, she's just yeeting armor to him. I couldn't replicate them exactly. My babies might not be the latest and greatest. Please put them to work for you. Gloves included? Neat. Did your left hand alone just whip these? Thanks so much. And this is no perfect replica of your armor either, but enjoy. Hooray, thank you kindly. We were just about to take their measurements. Yo, she already knows all their stuff. Like, while she's tinkering away at other stuff, her left hand is like crafting the perfect escape route for the UA civilians, while her right hand is like crafting their armor. She doesn't even sleep. Please give your hero course pals a message. Let's win this. That didn't take long, you two. Good thing we're all prepared and ready. Just in the time, thank goodness. Faces ain't supposed to stick that way, yeah? I heard about what Class A has been through. But sadly, we can't afford to waste a single day at this point. Our best case scenario is still finding and mopping up the Liberation Front and the leaders of the League of Villains as soon as possible. That would solve this whole mess, so we're not abandoning the original plan altogether, and standing around all dazed and confused is just playing into our enemy's hands. Ayama, thou think he'll take that hand we offered? I have faith that Ayama will come back to us. Assuming he ain't whammied by some kind of curse. I think it'll be fine because he has always had the sights set on the man he wants to be more than any of us. Okay, people, let's move. Midori is at the center of the operation. Class 1A of UA's hero course. Search Squid Assemble. Oh, Search Squad. How the hell did I say squid there? Search Squad Assemble. Meanwhile, in the Kansai region. Anyone hurt? Sun Eater? Yo, nah. Neji, Ri. Yo. We got Fat Gum and his crew doing their things. Thank y'all so much. Hard to believe those dang villains started tossing their weight around out here in the boonies. Well, you folks can rest easy now. We'll get you on over to Shiketsu High. It's a real sturdy fortress, solid as UA even. Thank you, young man. Can you at least show us your face? Nope, no thanks. But fewer people means much less intel. We're in a tight spot. You know what that means. Gone are the days of slinging sneak attacks and raids at each other's. Now's the opposite. Both sides pulling out all the stops, gearing up for a true blue all-out war on every front. So, about our plan B, let's review the key info about the other battle that could decide it all. You know, my guy Hawk's in the background there looking like he's getting all... He looks like he's all clean now, which is good. Central Hospital to collaborate in secret with this key facility. Several police stations have moved the bases of operations nearby. We're awaiting Ayama's exam results. This business with Ayama means we'll be forced to take decisive action all at once. We've deemed each of you here to be trustworthy based on certain factors regarding your situations and actions. So we're ready to move ahead with this conversation. Endeavor, Genist, and the other big heroes are in command out in the field at the moment. And since this classified meeting had to be thrown together in a hurry, we're keeping our circle nice and small, safety first and all. Take every precaution, but still, come on. I sure wish Ruku and the gang could be here, meow. Sorry about that. It's not like we doubt their loyalty or anything. Yeah. Yo, Hawks, are you you got a bit of a thing? You got a bit of a thing for Ragdoll, do you, buddy? They're out there using my search quirk for evil, meow. So I'm here to help however I can. Let's hear. The key points of this plan, whether we're talking about plan A or plan B, what we have to do, no matter what, is split them up. Based on the data recorded during Star and Stripes battle, Tomura Shigaraki is now far more powerful than even All For One. And everyone who witnessed the fight in Kamino has a decent idea of All For One's strength. Also, they have that mind meld they exploited when attacking Tartarus. This goes beyond just the communication via radio waves, but it's not clear to what extent they actually share thoughts with each other. Should they attack together, we have no hope of victory. Then why didn't the double team star? We could have spoken his name all for one, meaning New Order's rules would have worked on him, I think. Oh, she could have spoken his name all for one, meaning New Order's rule would have worked on him, I think. To win this war, we need to get those two at least 10 kilometers apart. That's a bare minimum requirement. Of course, they'll do everything they can to make sure that won't happen. That's right, Sukachi. That fast-spreading, all-consuming, and the terror it instills, it's a threat we became aware of through the attack on the kids' training camp. Yes, we'll be stonewalled by so long as Dabi joins their vanguard. So splitting up All for One and Shigaraki means getting Dabi out of the way too. Not just Dabi, exactly all of them. Every one of the enemy's major operatives. We must divide and conquer one by one. To that end, we have to lure each of these villains to their defeat. Oh, is that all? Pretty optimistic thinking, yo, you're not wrong there. Easier said than done. Fair enough. Which is why we need a strategy to make that happen. You mean Ayama? The boy is still in turmoil. Born quirkless, his very life was exploited as a resource. I sympathise, but we're weighing our own feelings against the fate of the world. And the fact remains that he turned his back on decent society. Based on my position, I have no choice but to proceed with caution. I choose to have faith in young Ayama. I want to trust him. But I do trust his teacher, Shoto Izawa. After a full exam, we found no irregularities. Brainwaves were normal too. So Lady Nagant's fate was courtesy of something All for One obtained after his grand defeat by All Might. In retrospect, if he really planted an explosive ability in that boy that would trigger in the event of betrayal, then why murder that other peon as a lesson? Why threaten the family with death for lying to him? Why leave anything to the imagination? The only thing All for One planted was a seed of fear inside the boy and his parents. Are you scared? You won't find many friends in life that'll stick up for you like that. What do you fear? All for One himself? Yes. I'm also scared that I can never sparkle and shine as they do. The more they express their faith in me, the more I lose faith in myself. Even if I can take the hand they offered, if I find myself face to face with All for One, who's to say I wouldn't make the same terrible choice all over again? That's what I fear. I want to leave it all behind. To find some dark corner of the world untouched by light where I can wait for death to take me, nothing more. You may be given leniency, but your sins will be with you forever. Ayama, once this war is over, you may no longer have a home at UA. Those friends of yours like to sugarcoat things, but I'll tell it to you straight. You will fight. It's the only thing you can do. I know all is lost unless we win this. I know that. To achieve victory, I must now be a pawn for our side, just like them as their equal. I understand all that. Maybe we are no different than All for One. That's definitely the case when it comes to how we intend to use you. That said, I won't allow you to slink off haunted by those sins and die a pathetic quiet death. Not as long as I'm a hero course teacher and you're my student. I still have no intention of expelling you. Because none of the lessons I teach my students are about life and living a life burdened by guilt. As ashamed and despicable as you feel, you will walk alongside the friends who still reach out to you. We will protect you, I guarantee it. Stick with them and you'll be okay. But what can a single miscreant like me even accomplish? Of course he's still scared. You're not the only one I'm putting on this path, which is why, hey, it's time, let's go. That path is one we'll all walk together. Yo! My guy's become the new Aizawa. Yo! Living life with the scarf setup. He's looking like goddamn beast though. Yo, but that's chapter 340. Yo, this is actually a perfect time to have gotten caught up. The story of how we all became heroes, part 3. Yo. Chapter 340 end. Yo, I can't believe I'm up to date. That was a great batch of 5 chapters. Like, honestly, that was so fun to get through. Great batch of chapters. A lot of stuff developed. I got absolutely bamboozled that it wasn't our, friendly neighborhood invisible girl and that it was Ayama. Really caught me off guard with that, I'm not going to lie. I definitely fell for the trap. But, we're back, we're good, and we're getting ready for war. This should be the highlight of My Hero Academia, and I know that My Hero Academia is going to end this year, which means, at most, the whole series is done around 370, which is, like, crazy to think about. But, we're almost there, which means we're about to get balls to the walls, all-out wars. And I am keen as shit for it. That being said, if you haven't done so already, you know what to do, you know what is appreciated, you know what shows, that you are a My Hero Academia fan, alright? Subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon for more notifications for content like this, alright? Help me hit my 100 Berry Man challenge, alright? And, if you haven't done so already, you know what you can do, you can, check out my socials. The socials are down here, right? Link to the Discord is in the description down below. Go join the Discord and you can, make your way in the world to talk to people about My Hero Academia stuff down there if you want. That being said, this has been New World Supernova. I'm Jade. Peace. Have a damn good day. Nothing but love. Nothing but respect. Goodbye.